Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here is your weekly technical analysis of LME 3-month lead and tin.
LME 3-month lead. I've recently had the opportunity to attend and speak at a number of domestic and international technical analysis conferences. So I've come back today with fresh eyes on the metals market, and this is what I can see right now. When I last looked at this market, there was a lot of bullish potentials that had started to play out. There were two ascending triangle patterns and two reverse head and shoulders bottoms. Now these played out during late August and into September, but were not able to fulfill any of their potentials, peaking out well short in the 2300 area. Since then, we've had a decline, down through the 50% Fibonacci lines at 22.25, 21.39 and 21.34, plus below all the moving averages. Prices fell down as far as the January 2020 high at 20.39 yesterday, which seemingly started to stabilize there, but it's too early to say if this is for real just yet. Now, there is the possibility the action since September to date, mid-September to date, could be a bear channel, currently 2023 to 21.37. However, it's early days on the idea of a bear channel, which is why I've not highlighted it. But that doesn't take away from the pattern being there. Only if we see the market stabilize at this January 2020 high at 20.39, as it did back in early July, only then can we see prices possibly using this bear channel to move or even vault into the next pattern. LME 3-month tin. The most obvious feature here had been the late October 2022 to mid-March 2023 bullish shift pitch hawk, which is highlighted in dark blue on my daily chart. I drew this back at the end of April, just as we were going into May, and it gave the main bullish angle of attack of this market until mid-August. Back then, the market punched down through the lower time, currently at 28.045, as well as all the moving averages. Interestingly, these moving averages had slowed earlier attempts lower, such that we had even seemed to form a possible bearish a possible bearish halfway hesitation, with the action since late July until the start of October. It was at the start of October that it really looked like we might have a decent second leg to the halfway hesitation lower, but prices ran into two significant supports, and for the moment have turned back up from them both. The first support is an obvious one, and one I've spoken about before. It is a series of congestion bands below, specifically between 23.850 to 24.155 and between 22.895 and 23.555. I have highlighted these before. The second is a newer, less obvious one, a support, but one that needs to be considered even if it's not a perfect example of one. It is a June to October potential head and shoulders pattern, with the neckline highlighted on my daily chart in bright red, currently at 23.525. As I already said, this is by no means a great looking pattern, with the second shoulder having quite an extension on it, but it's still worth considering. These two supports push prices higher up over the first overhead resistance, and that's from the 50% Fibonacci line of the October 2022 to February 2023 move at 25.020. But so far it has done so cautiously. The real test overhead will be the congestion from September and August, based around the 25.850 area, with the declining short-medium moving average nearby, currently at 25.700. And then the two flatlining moving averages, the long moving average, currently 26.230, and the medium moving average, currently 26.415. Thus we can see the market seems right now to be caught within a wide band, with significant resistances overhead and significant supports below.
Thank you for listening. This weekly broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.